In at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Raptors, Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Anunoby in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Walker. Outside Tatum. And he's good on the 3 ball.
Jason Tatum's form is pure. On the catch and shoot, so nice.
Here's Siakam. They get it back. And a missed layup. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the Celtics. It's a 3-point game. Their last encounter was in Boston.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
Well, you have to believe the coaching staff made that a point of emphasis. Better aggressiveness, better intensity on the backboards.
Siakam against Tatum. Pass to Walker. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. The Celtics shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
And the technical free throw is good.
Boy, I'll never forget how close Gordon Hayward came to creating one of the seminal moments in college hoops history, nearly winning the national championship with a half-court shot at the buzzer. But alas, Butler falls just short.
Now, here's Walker. 11 points for him in that last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Now, here's VanVleet. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Outside Lowry. Clock at 6 to the left wing. Anunoby. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry.
Nice job by OG Anunoby to be aggressive from distance.
Walker the pass to Tatum. Hayward on the wing. Baseline jumper. The rebound by Ibaka.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Now the pass to Lowry. He dishes it to Ibaka. Can't hit from in close.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
Here's Brown. No good. Shot missing. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
They played terrific defensively. The few cracks they showed, guys were quick to rotate and help each other out.
We talk about multiple efforts on the defensive end, and I thought, boy, that was good old-fashioned focus, team effort. What a win.
Tice finds Walker. Gets stolen by Lowry. VanVleet looking around. Outside for Lowry. Passes to Ibaka. There's the triple. Shot clock reset for Toronto. And Tatum over to help. Tries again. Another miss by Ibaka.
I think he's got to settle down, because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
The Celtics have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game. can see it, Doris, with some of these good teams trying to build momentum as we get closer to the postseason.
You seem to know and understand which teams are good on both sides of the basketball. Are they top 5 efficiency, offense and defense? And as you know, Kevin, if there's a player with a hot hand, that can really make a difference in round 1.
Absolutely. Siakam misses.
Not a single shot has gone down this period. It is the very definition of ice cold.
And Walker kicks to Brown. The Celtics working the ball around now. It's tipped. Here's Van Vliet. Banked in off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Good. Anunoby's got 5 now.
Boy, Kyle Lowry's defense paying dividends, gets the strip and the score for his guys.
Outside Tatum. Outside Walker. Over Lowry. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. Lets it go from 11. And again, it's Toronto converting.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now, here's Walker. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Rebound by Kyle Lowry.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
I think quickness has probably never been more important in the NBA, but you cannot overlook the value of strength. Think about a guy like Kyle Lowry. He's not the biggest, he's not the most explosive, but he's got strength and he's got that bulldog mentality.
What's up?
And Kyle Lowry, Doris, never shy about contact.
You're right, Kevin. Never shy on either end, offensively or defensively. Kyle Lowry will get into you. He is the tone setter with his physicality and his effort level.
And now, the first timeout called here for Boston.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
Look at Jason Tatum. An amazing run for him the second half of the season. 3rd in scoring, and he's in the top 20 in steals, bringing that focus and intensity at both ends.
And the only way you average top 3 in points if you have that scorer's mentality. He knows he's the go-to guy, and everyone else knows it as well. Now, here's Walker. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Brown. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Kev, how about the strength on the finish? Jaylen Brown showing real muscle.
And you look at Jaylen Brown, the third pick back in 2016. Doris, tantalizing strength and athleticism.
Well, the absolute definition of a perfect basketball body. Excellent first step. For him, it's all about aggressiveness, bringing those tools to bear in terms of your basketball skill.
On the free throw, no good. And the Celtics rebounding well this summer. From the loss of Kyrie Irving and Al Horford, Kemba Walker possibly a better fit for this team.
And with their young core, understandable that they didn't want to extend Horford out to age 37. A revamped roster, but I think they remain a contender in the East.
And so it's Boston with it after Toronto at the three-pointer. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul. Hayward looking around. Back to Walker. And again, it's Boston converting.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets one to go.
Lowry passes to Van Vliet. Back to Lowry. Lets it go from deep. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. And it's 8 points for Kyle Lowry.
I'll tell you what, shoot it from the other side of the bridge, Kyle Lowry. How about that range, Kevin?
Oh, unbelievable. Brown the pass to Hayward. Dishes it to Walker. Pulls up from the corner. Siakam pulls it in.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Anunoby kicks to Ibaka. Lays it up and banks it in. And now it's an 11-point Raptor lead.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, Greg, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Now, here's Walker. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Here's Anunoby. Ibaka outside. Back to Lowry. On the wing. That shot off. Celtics trail by 11. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Brown outside. 6 to shoot. Doris, you and I enjoy discussing pure sport. Great shooters, but guys that can score a myriad of ways. Give us a couple of names that we don't always hear about that really impressed you.
Well, one young man who I think has got an offensive game that is really continuing to grow and is quite beautiful already is Zach LaVine. But probably the best example, Kev, would have to be the multi-time winner of the Six-Man Award, and that's Sweet Lou Williams. This guy can score against any defense. He's great in pick and roll. He has become a better playmaker, but Lou Williams is a problem to guard.
And as people will say, he is a professional scorer.
That's perfect, yes.
The Raptors making a switch here. Gasol's checked in. And Brown drops them both.
How exciting is Jaylen Brown as a basketball player? This guy is a skilled forward who loves showing off that ability to dunk the basketball.
Back to Lowry. Pass to Van Vliet. Feeds to Gasol. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement. As he enters his mid-30s, Marc Gasol showing no signs of slowing down. If anything, I think he's a better all-around basketball player. shot.
And through his first 8 seasons in the NBA, Marc Gasol made a total of 12 three-pointers. Nowadays, Greg, he'll make more than that in a month.
And you ask around, he's always been capable. A great shooting touch. It's just a different job description for big men nowadays.
Toronto leading by 10. Lowry with the ball. Ibaka wide open. He fires. No good with the triple.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Hayward passes to Brown. He kicks it to Tatum. Pass to Tice. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Walker. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Anunoby. And the layup's good off the glass. Anunoby's got 7 points in the game.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Brown, the pass to Tice. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Ibaka's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Back to Van Vliet. Outside for Gasol. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Gasol's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Walker the pass to Brown. Hayward outside. Fires the 3. Brown, good. 7 points in the game.
Okay, Gordon Hayward, we know you're an all-star level talent as a scorer. Now you're just showing off with that pass.
The pass to Van Vliet. Back to Lowry. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working inside and getting good shots from close range.
Walker against Lowry. Hayward kicks to Brown. Down it goes, his 3rd basket. He's now 3 for 4. Here's Lowry. He picked up 21 points in their last win against the Utah Jazz.
And let's not forget about the assist. This guy is a playmaker, was a driving force for that offense.
Now here is Lowry. Poke loose. And pushing it up, here's Boston. And it's Brown that time on the assist by Tatum. Brown's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Boston. Lowry against Walker. To Ibaka. 3-pointer. Rebound by the Celtics.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Outside Tatum. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That's his 2nd foul of the 1st quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
Enes Kanter's checked in for the Celtics. Raptors leading by 9. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Now here's Van Vliet. He's covered by Brown. Van Vliet with the bounce pass. Here's Gasol, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the call, foul on Boston.
I love when Marc Gasol is putting pressure on the defense, actively looking to score and getting the defender to make a mistake.
For Toronto, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Shoot 2.
And that one falls for Marc Gasol.
You think back to when Marc Gasol first entered the league. This was a big guy whose skills were certainly developing at the time. Now he's incredibly polished and a tremendous leader.
Gasol drops 2. 15 seconds left in the first quarter. Now Walker on the wing. Brown. Here's the three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got his third assist on the night. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. The Raptors out in front, up 8. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. Making his mark in Toronto, guard Kyle Lowry talked about the pioneers of Canadian basketball, like Vince Carter.
Vince Carter really changed the game of basketball in Canada. He created something that's forever lasting, and I think the game of basketball in Canada owes him a lot because he really brought the buzz to the game of basketball in Canada.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Carter's exciting style of play, GA, really energized the whole country.
And playing basketball in a hockey town isn't easy, but Carter really helped get this city and country energized about the game of basketball.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Tatum and Cantor together down low. Walker and Smart, the guard. And it's Brown in at the small forward. That's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Celtics. Trailing here by 8.
And Toronto choosing their team name back in '94. The fans helped them narrow it down, and with dinosaurs all over the silver screen, it helped tilt things towards the Raptors.
And we all remember those early uniforms, those giant velociraptors across the front. Fortunately, they've toned it down a bit since then.
Davis looking for an opening. Passes it to Lowry. Gasol inside. Yes, that goes in. Gasol's got 9.
Now, there's an awareness that's required to be a good passer, and Kyle Lowry, he hasn't.
Walker dishes to Brown. Smart kicks to Brown. They get it again.
I love the hustle and the heart with which Enes Kanter plays. This guy is a terror on the offensive glass.
Lowry against Walker. Now here's Powell. He's guarded closely. Bounce pass Davis. Takes it from 10. And there's Marc Gasol on the assist by Davis. 11 points for Marc Gasol. Celtics trail by 7. That's a 2-pointer from Walker. That one a little long. Toronto's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Smart against Lowry. Outside, Davis. Offline with his 3.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the key.
That was something else.
Have mercy.
We've got to get this guy in the dunk contest. Jaylen Brown taking flight with that insane athleticism.
Lowry passes to Davis. Back to Lowry. Fires the 3. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Boy, the consistency he's had tonight has been impressive. Really steady from the field.
Now, here's Walker. He's got 7. Brown feeling it out a bit. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys. And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Walker against Lowry. Brown the pass to Smart. Back to Brown. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And here is Davis. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Pass to Tatum. Got it. Good job in the low post. Now just a 4-point Toronto lead.
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Well, the book, Greg, is the same for Enes Kanter as it's always been. Great score inside, but his defense leaves you wanting.
And Kevin, at this point, he is who he is. I mean, for better or worse. Kanter is still a force off the bench to give a team some post presence in their second unit, but not sure he'll ever be a player to build around.
Siakam is checked in for the Raptors. And a change for the Celtics. Wanamaker's checked in. Davis up top. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. This all no good.
And his defense, so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Now here's Tatum. After the Marcus Holmes. Tatum drives in. Outside, Smart. Now here's Brown. D right on him. Shot clock at 3. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle. And now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Of course, you and I were just talking about this as more and more players are going public with their trade requests. Do you think that's had a negative impact on the game?
Well, Kevin, I certainly think it makes long-term planning for NBA franchises a lot more difficult because contractually we are not seeing them hold true to the particular organization they may have signed that contract with. The reality is this in today's NBA. You've got to be nimble as an organization, and you have got to be attracted to them. And I mean that with great ownership, great leadership, and who are the players currently in your system. You have got to be incredibly nimble to be successful in today's NBA.
I think you're right on. Now here's Smart. He's coming off a 16-point game against Milwaukee.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Powell against Smart. Pass to Anunoby. Back to Davis. 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range, Powell, that's good. Powell's got his first 3 points of the game.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Here's Wanamaker. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Raptors leading by 3. There's the pass to Anunoby. On the wing, Davis. No points in the game yet for him.
outstanding pass, on time and on target.
And so Wanamaker will bring it up for the Celtics. Outside Tatum takes the three, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
This guy a sensational shooter. It doesn't take a lot of separation for Jason Tatum to put it in the basket.
Pass to Gasol. Outside Davis. Pass to Powell. There's the dish to Gasol. That shot, no good. Great D that time from Tatum. Pass to Wanamaker. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Well, Jason Tatum at 6'8" with authority. That's nice.
Toronto calls timeout.
And the Celtics, Brad Stevens, one of the youngest head coaches in the league and also one of the more respected.
And Greg, I was surprised that he didn't get any Coach of the Year votes 2 seasons ago. Think about it. The Celtics overcame injury to make the Eastern Conference Finals. Last season, he admitted his most trying in the 12 years as a coach. Boy, he is looking to get them back on track.
Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for the Raptors. Fred VanVleet comes in for Norman Powell. Gordon Hayward's checked in for the Celtics. Now here's VanVleet. Defense is right there. Rebound Boston. Kansas got 6 rebounds in the game. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
What's up? Well, you like how aggressive he is making a play at the rim against length.
You have got to believe that you can score against size on the interior. How about the aggressive, assertive move there?
Undrafted out of Wichita State, Fred VanVleet, never the most heralded player, Doris. You know, he says he bet on himself, and it's worked.
No doubt. VanVleet's belief in himself gets him a 2-year, $18 million contract. But I think beyond that, this man, in the moments that mattered most in the playoffs, proved that Fred VanVleet will deliver.
You throw good, VanVleet.
Guys, how about the journey of the Raptors' Nick Nurse? So well traveled before taking the head job in Toronto. This guy has shown his worth. In his first season as a head coach in the NBA, it translates to a title. Absolutely incredible.
Raptors leading by 3. Outside, Davis. Stolen by Kansas. Here's Hayward. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3. And Coach Nick Nurse paid some dues, Doris, before his turn as head coach of this Toronto team.
Well, think about it. Early in his career, he's a player coach in the British Basketball League. Then he goes and establishes a G League franchise in his home state of Iowa. Then to lead that team to a title in 2011, join another G League team for the Raptors and win a title in 2013. Really an incredible journey, guys.
Here's Tatum, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
How about the confidence from this young gun? Jason Tatum's length is tough to deal with inside, guys.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
Yeah, it's good to see him with his free throw percentage up over 80.
ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the basement.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
I remember it very well.
Incredible.
Very well. Here's Wanamaker. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And Cantor, wide open. He shoots. No good on the three. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for Toronto. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Now here's Van Vliet. He's covered closely.
Encouraging to see Cantor trying harder on the defensive end. There's height. There's ability to block shots. Go to work, guys.
Toronto trailing. Van Vliet kicks to Anunoby. Now here's Van Vliet. 8 points for him. And the pass to Siakam. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Enes Kanter.
And the most improved player in the league last season, Pascal Siakam, got better in every statistical category.
And it's those diamond-in-the-rough players that so often elevate the top teams. And, Greg, that's what the Raptors found in Pascal Siakam.
No doubt. The 27th pick back in 2016, now a full-time starter on a rookie contract, just over $2 million this season. He is due for a big raise.
Throw good, Siakam.
I think, guys, maybe what you appreciate most about Pascal Siakam is his versatility. He can score from a number of areas. He can guard multiple positions. There is a lot to like about this young man.
Hollis Jefferson's checked in for the Raptors. Williams, he's checked in for Boston. He hits both from the stripe.
Boy, you look at all the athletes on this team. How about Pascal Siakam? This guy may be the fastest power forward in the NBA. And if you couple that with ball handling, this guy is tremendous in transition.
Toronto's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Here's Van Vliet trying to get open as Ibaka. In the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And the speed and quickness of Siakam, not just an asset in transition. Doris defensively, he is something special.
There is no doubt. At 6'9", but he's got a 7'3" wingspan. Siakam's combination of length and mobility, tailor-made for the modern NBA.
Now here's Van Vliet. Marcus Smart missing that last shot. Siakam trying to free himself up. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Tatum. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. And Toronto making a change here. Lowry's checked in. Celtics also with a sub. Kemba Walker is checked in for Brad Wanamaker. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. On its way from Hayward for 2. No good with the wing jumper.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Lowry inside the line. No good off the back of the rim. Celtics trail by 5. Here's Walker. And it's Van Vliet with the rebound. Van Vliet's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the wing right side. Hollis Jefferson. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 5 assists in the game. Here's Walker. He's got 7. From deep. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
Well, Lowry not giving an inch, contesting that shot beautifully on the defensive end.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Kyle, a good first half for you all. How do you continue that for the rest of the game?
We got to come out with our energy. We got to come out and play our game and keep going out there and pushing. Our defense and everybody's rotating, so we're playing together right now.
We'll see if you stay connected in the second half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Kyle Lowry had a huge first quarter. He ended up with 17 points, 2 steals, and 4 assists. And let's get your thoughts, big fella, on the Raptors.
Well, they really dictated the pace of the game with their transition game. They got out on the break every chance they had, and the time they could push the tempo, they did. And a lot of times, it kept the defense scrambling like eggs with the cheese and apple juice.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about Boston?
I was unimpressed, Ernie. Very unimpressed with their offense. You know, guys seem to be going through the motions, not cutting, not hustling. They failed to get back into a great offensive rhythm. They'll need to step it up big in the second half to cut into this lead.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. It's been a clinic out there by Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Raptors leading by 7. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Right, Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Ibaka in at the 5 down low. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half.
Now get to that sweet spot. Nice mid-range jumper by Kyle Lowry. So effective.
Lowry against Walker. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. Ibaka's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after 5 years as an assistant in Toronto, last season Nick Nurse moved to head coach of the Raptors, and the team responded, winning the franchise's first NBA championship. Nurse has been at this for 3 decades. He got his first head coaching position at the age of 23. And he has moved all throughout basketball, both domestically and abroad, guiding 15 teams in 5 different countries. And after winning it all last year, Kevin, he's finally made it to the top.
David, he sure has a long and winding journey. Thank you.
And you talk about this market of Toronto, Doris, it's been slept on for a long time.
No doubt, Greg, this is one of the biggest markets in North America. The Raptors are Canada's team, a country of over 37 million people. The Raptors ranked 4th last season in attendance.
And so here's Toronto after the basket by Boston. Van Vliet with it, picked up by Brown. Van Vliet with the bucket. Van Vliet's got 14 points for the game.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Passes it to Tatum. Brown outside. Four on the clock. And another basket for Boston.
Look, Kevin, when Jaylen Brown is feeling it, I think you've got to feed him because you want his confidence to grow as that skilled scorer you hope he will be.
Now, here is Lowry. 21 points in the game.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Pass to Tice. Back to Walker. And he makes good on the layup. He's got 9.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Lowry passes to Van Vliet. Here's Anunoby. He's covered by Brown. Here's Anunoby. He's got 7. Ibaka. This is to Lowry. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka. And a look now at the Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Washington Wizards. And then on Sunday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago against the Bulls.
And that game against the Knicks, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Well, you can tell there's a team-first mentality with the young gun Jason Tatum working to find the open teammate. Nice.
Lowry's shot is good. Lowry's got 25 points.
In such a rhythm right now. Feathery touch. He's lighting them up.
Walker in the post. Lowry covering. Walker's shot is off.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Here's Anunoby. And the Raptors tack on 2 more.
The defense making it way too easy for him on that jump shot. He'll take that all night.
Walker the pass to Tatum. Down low. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Well, you know that Jason Tatum can score from any area on the floor. It's got to be a scary sight when this guy starts to get rolling.
Now, here's Lowry. 25 points in the game. Here's Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. Pass to Tice. To the inside, Tatum, and slam dunk by Tatum.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. Siakam misses.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively. I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
And Walker kicks to Tice. Back to Walker. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Siakam with it. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game.
Well, Pascal Siakam's handle has gotten tighter, and that makes a dribble drive a problem for the defender.
Here's Walker. Following the basket by Pascal Siakam. Tatum against Siakam. He can't get that one. Ibaka with some nice D. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Van Vliet. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish and transition, nice and easy.
And only 6 feet tall in shoes. Fred Van Vliet's not the biggest, but his toughness, mentally and physically, is unquestioned.
And Kevin, growing up in Rockford, Illinois, gave him that perspective. Friends and family, gone too soon. Basketball is the path to something better. Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Now a timeout called by Boston. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
And the Raptors with some changes. Marcus All is checked in for Ibaka. And Norman Powell subbed in for Fred VanVleet. And a change for the Celtics. Williams is checked in. Walker finds Williams. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. Lays it in off the breakaway. Lowry's got 12 points here in the second half.
Yeah, they are really starting to push it now.
Now Walker, 11 points in the game. The pass to Brown. And they get it. The shot missing. Now Toronto takes it the other way.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And let's see which big men have had the softest touch lately with this look at the leading field goal percentages among centers and power forwards in the last 10 games. Well, you look at Tice, you know what you're going to get from him day in and day out.
And most of the guys on that list have that unique combination of power and finesse. I mean, a very physical presence with an equally soft touch.
And all with an outstanding work ethic as well. Constant effort and motion, always doing whatever they can to get the best possible position and the ultra-high percentage shot.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Robert Williams comes in for Daniel Tice, and Smart subbed in for Jaylen Brown. And he makes both free throws.
In the city of Boston, 12 championships since 2000, 6 in football, 4 in baseball, and 1 apiece in hockey and basketball.
Greg, you'd have to say Boston has become the sports capital of the country. The fans are knowledgeable, they're passionate, and they are justifiably proud.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love, Greg, is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Now here's Williams. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Walker, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams.
You got to shadow Walker. His mid-range game is on point.
Lowry looking around, kicks to Gasol, passes it to Anunoby. Pass to Lowry from deep three-point range. Rebounded by Smart.
Well, he had the defense's attention, dropping 2 threes in the first half, but he hasn't made one since.
Pass to Walker. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Hayward. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Gasol.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in their rebounding numbers as well.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
And it's blocked. Toronto leading by 17. From downtown, rebound Boston. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Smart. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Very rare for players to be elite defenders from the moment they set foot in the NBA, but that was the case for Marcus Smart. A tremendous physicality to go with a pit bull disposition has made him downright scary at times at that end of the floor.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. You know, Greg, defense are given for Marcus Smart. The growth necessary for him has been at the offensive end.
And now, finally making progress as a three-point shooter. Had already made strides with his passing. He's becoming quite the two-way player.
Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Pascal Siakam. And so, Smart nails both of them.
Boy, I just love how Marcus Smart plays the game of basketball. He's aggressive, he's intelligent, and he doesn't mind getting under your skin.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Anunoby kicks to Lowry. Back to Anunoby. The pass to Hollis Jefferson. Shoots over Walker, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Celtics trail by 15. Smart on the wing. Back to Walker. It's deflected. Running, there comes Lowry, pushing the ball up. Here's Powell. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got his 7th assist here tonight. Lowry against Walker. He kicks to Hayward. Outside Williams. Outside Walker. Over Lowry. Shot's good by Walker. Walker's got 15.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his way.
Powell against Smart. Powell, the pass to Lowry. Lowry drawing the double team. And they pick up 2. 9 points in the game so far.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Walker missing again. Raptors leading by 17. And the powerful one-handed slam.
The vertical of OG Anunoby. Go ahead, sir. Finish with authority.
Walker dishes to Hayward. Back to Walker. To the paint. Here's Williams. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Gasol's got rebound number 5 here tonight. 2 points. That one goes. And the Raptors lead by 21.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And here is Williams. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That is his first foul of the game. The Celtics have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10. And the Raptors making a change here. Boucher is checked in. Here's Walker. 15 points in the game. Smart passes to Williams. They get the rebound. Can't get it to fall.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Taken away by Williams. And so it's the Toronto Raptors closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Now let's listen into the huddle of Brad Stevens.
Games like this, you find out what you can take with you, right? So no matter what, we come all the way back and get over the top, that's great, okay? But we're taking something from this quarter regardless. Play the right way all the way through.
Well, he wants his guys to just play their game.
And Brad Stevens is a realist. Kevin, he knows even if they don't get this win, that it's huge that his guys at least learn something from this game.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. A moment now to reset the lineups brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the floor for Boston, Walker and Smart, the guards. Williams is out there with Williams, and it's Hayward in at the 3 slot. Here's Lowry. Kemba Walker making his last shot. Left side, Gasol. Toronto working the ball around now. Powell for 3. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, on the catch and shoot, Norman Powell ready to rise and fire.
Now, here's Walker. Hayward outside. Here's Walker inside. Williams. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Williams has got his first 2 points of the night.
You know, still a raw talent, but Williams does have a reliable inside game that continues to get better.
Passes to Powell. A 3-ball. Second shot opportunity. The shot's good from Gasol. And the Raptors lead by 21.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Williams kicks to Hayward. Of course, it seems like Adam Silver, the NBA commissioner, is one of the most well-liked commissioners in all of sports worldwide. What? Oh, goodness.
Well, that's about court awareness. Hollis Jefferson playing very well within the confines of this offense.
Now here's Hayward. Defense right on him.
You talk about players that have transformed their bodies in the NBA. How about Gordon Hayward? Has added muscle every year while maintaining that speed and agility.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good from Hayward.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
And the Raptors with some changes. Ibaka comes in for Marc Gasol. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Powell. And then for Boston, Daniel Tice is checked in for Robert Williams. Tatum comes in for Williams. And it's Brown in for Smart. Hayward hits them both. Raptors leading by 21. VanVleet with it. Up top, Ibaka. Beyond the arc. Good, and VanVleet gets the assist. VanVleet's got assist number 8 here in this one already. You know, Greg, when he came into the league, Hayward looked so young. You almost don't recognize him now.
I mean, the suit of armor from his time in the weight room and the hair looking sharp to match.
Tatum drives in. A steal. VanVleet finds Lowry. There's Hollis Jefferson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, Greg, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
From deep, Walker. The shot misses.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Boston. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. That one goes. Count it.
Well, this is what they love seeing from Jaylen Brown, the aggressiveness down near the cup. This guy's attitude, tremendous.
Ibaka outside. His three-pointers off the mark. The Celtics have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. The offensive rebound.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
Van Vliet with it. Brown on him. Van Vliet with the bucket.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
To the inside, and Brown throws it down hard.
How fantastic is Jaylen Brown getting the position he wants deep inside, easily slams it home.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's covered by Brown. Van Vliet passes to Ibaka. Doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Tatum. Hayward, left side. Launches it. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound. Hollis Jefferson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Trying to find Van Vliet and gets it to him. Here's Boucher, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. The Raptors' Nick Nurse winning an NBA title in his first season. Greg is an NBA head coach.
The first time a head coach who'd also helmed a team in a foreign league has won it. Nurse often reminisces fondly on those days coaching in Europe. And this summer he was entrusted with coaching the Canadian national team at the FIBA World Cup.
Johnson, he's checked in for Toronto. Davis comes in for Kyle Lowry. Here's Wanamaker. Pass to Ganner. Hiring college basketball coaches has been kind of hit or miss, Doris. Why do you think that's so?
Well, obviously, coaching in college and coaching in the NBA are drastically different things. As a college coach, you've got to be concerned about the eligibility of your young men. You've got to be recruiting the next crop, even while you're coaching your current group and your current roster. In the NBA, you get to focus exclusively on coaching. You're not talking about recruiting. You're not having to deal with anything other than grown men who have a desire for greatness in the NBA. And I think so much of it doesn't necessarily mean success or failure, whether you come from college or not. Success in the NBA is a multifaceted proposition. So I don't necessarily define it as, oh, this guy came from college, this guy came from the European leagues, this guy has been an NBA assistant. So many things go into it, Kev.
The Raptors making a switch here. Siakam's checked in. The Celtics also changing it up. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Semi Ojeleye. Hayward comes in for Green, and Jaylen Brown subbed in for Edwards.
And the Celtics last season mourning the passing of the great John Havlicek.
You know, Greg, he spent his entire career with the Celtics. He won 8 titles along the way. He was known as one of the great competitors, and a class individual. His legacy undoubtedly will live on.
And Tatum over to help. To the middle. Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
Well, Mr. Siakam can elevate well above the rim. Nicely done.
Outside Tatum. He dishes it to Cantor. Back to Tatum. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Siakam.
Well, you like to see Jason Tatum be aggressive even when the defense gets physical.
Moves on moves. Greg, that's Jason Tatum.
I mean, this guy's a natural isolation scorer. Jab steps, crossovers, turnarounds, fadeaways. He's got an awful lot in his bag.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. And you look at Jason Tatum able to play either forward position. Doris, do you think his future is at the 3 or at the 4?
I think he is interchangeable at either position because his scoring can be devastating. For Jason Tatum, it's really a matter of making sure he continues to gain strength, continue to be a force and factor on the defensive end, and probably enhance his footwork around the rim a little bit.
And he sinks the second.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
Outside, Davis. Pass to Thomas. Of course, you and I were just talking about something Commissioner Silver said the other day about a proposed mid-season tournament. What do you think?
Well, I certainly think if they do move to a mid-season tournament, it's going to have real value for it to matter. To get the fans engaged, something has to be on the line. So, number one, you're going to have 2 goals. Instead of 1 championship, maybe you want to win that mid-season tournament too.
And there's the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Lock at 6. Basket good. Hollis Jefferson's got 4 points this quarter.
I'll tell you, Kevin, Hollis Jefferson continues to put in work on that jumper. Defense has nothing for him there.
Cantor, the pass to Wanamaker. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Boy, this guy has been terrific. The rest of the team, however, struggling.
Davis against Tatum. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Doris, when you look at the success of international players, and the league has a litany of very good international players, Doncic being the latest success story, is the perception changing about these kids when they come from overseas and play in the NBA?
Well, one of the greatest, and then to me, the greatest international player of all time, Dirk Nowitzki, a Hall of Fame player, probably changed the perception to start with. Now, listen, over the years, Luka is going to have perhaps a Hall of Fame career if he stays healthy. The reality is this. The NBA is looking for the best players to man those 15 roster spots of the 30 NBA teams. It doesn't matter where you're from, what the color of your skin is. If you can play the game of basketball and play it at the highest level, the NBA wants you to be a part of their league.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Williams, he's checked in for Tatum. Green comes in for Gordon Hayward. And it's Edwards in for Jaylen Brown.
And the Celtics looking to bounce back and make another deep playoff run.
And I think, Greg, they certainly have the talent to do it. This is a team that remains on the upswing. They have draft picks and assets. I think they are well positioned for the future.
And Green gets it to go.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Outside, Davis. Stolen by Cantor. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. Over to the wing. Fires from deep. Wanamaker misses. And it's Davis with the ball for Toronto. Pass to McCaw. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Cantor kicks to Williams. Some of these players are making more money on endorsement deals than on their NBA contracts. I mean, I just shake my head at that, don't you?
It's an amazing time in which we live because the power of social media and the understanding of today's athlete that their brand is significant and that their brand extends outside of the lines of competition. You see so many men who have overseas opportunities, whether you're talking Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Donovan Mitchell. They understand the power of the face and the talents they bring to the table. Truly, truly remarkable young men.
Remarkable indeed. Outside, Green. Shoots the three. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Hollis Jefferson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's McCall. Outside Thomas. Over Edwards. The shot, no good. Now Boston takes it the other way. Here's Wanamaker. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. Outside Thomas. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. The fadeaway. And Cantor pulls it down. Boston's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Dwyer, when you look at draft eligibility requirements, it is a very fluid draft with a lot of different ways it could go, a lot of moving parts. Where do you stand?
I'll tell you the truth, Kevin. I'm conflicted about this because I believe there is real value to the college experience. There's high-level coaching across the game at the collegiate level, but I also believe that young men who have talent should be able to, when they are eligible, decide when they want to become professionals. So, listen, I'm sort of in the middle. There are legitimate arguments to be had for both sides. What I hope, regardless, is we get the best players in the league, and that's certainly going to happen whenever it happens.
Some changes for Toronto. Stanley Johnson, he's checked in for Hollis Jefferson, and it's Powell in for Davis. And then for Boston, Williams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter, and Semi Ojeley's subbed in for Williams. Good on the second free throw.
You know, he doesn't shrink the lead as much as he should have. That hurts a bit.
Toronto's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Pass to Powell. McCaw, the pass to Boucher. The pass to McCaw. And the Raptors miss again. And the Celtics shooting pretty good tonight at 48%.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it, just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Toronto.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And on the year now, tonight's impending victory will push their win total to 47. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Kyle Lowry.
Boy, his activity really stood out to me on the defensive end. He harassed ball handlers, came up with steals in transition. You had the feeling guys were looking over their shoulder, worried he was going to pick their pocket.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Green against Powell. Here's the teardrop. That one's not going to go. Now Boston takes it the other way. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Now Edwards. Wanamaker looking over the floor. Tries from 10, and that's off the glass and in.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
And here is Powell. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Mark. It seemed like you guys came out early. You wanted to jump on them, and that would control the game. Was that what was going on?
Yes, and we started out that way, and that was limped away a little bit. But, we're learning, we're getting better, and, just a process.
You guys really coming together. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. See you next time.